I think a lot of new writers, or I shouldn't say new writers, but writers new to the business and filmmakers think once they get an agent, that's going to really solve all their problems. The thing is that's sort of a fallacy, because agents really, and this goes for actors too, don't do a whole lot until the writer, the director, or the actor kind of score some victories on their own. It's great to be able to say I had something optioned, but honestly, the best thing to do is to really, and this might sound cliche, but it's really to network as much as you can, and I mean forging relationships, especially with actually assistants, because assistants are the ones that the agents and the executives and producers are turning to. They're saying, hey, this just came in from this writer I never heard of, or this director I never heard. This short film came in. You check it out and then give me your feedback, right? And they really value that feedback. It sounds funny because you think like, okay, well, this agent reps these huge stars, these huge directors, these huge writers, but they're really dependent upon their assistants because they are so busy that, think about it. Like you have, if you're a manager and agent, you have many different piles. You have your piles of scripts to read from your clients. You have your piles of scripts to read from the things you're producing. And sometimes that's outside your client base. You have clients of scripts to read from industry friends. You have clients of scripts to read from family friends. I mean, there's a lot of time where family will be like, hey, I got a cousin who's a writer. Can you read the script? And you're like, well, you know what, Mom, I don't really have time for that, but I don't want to upset Mom, So it's like, it sounds funny, but it's true. It's a lot of piles. So if they don't know you, you're a very low priority. However, assistants are super tenacious. I mean, if they are tenacious, if they are the types that really want to excel in the business, then they're going to want to have their own sort of arsenal of talent ready to sort of go. Like they want to be able to say to their boss, "Oh my God, look what I have right here." So I think it's really important for people to make those assistants feel special, right? And say, "Hey, let me buy you lunch, or let me buy you a cup of coffee, or sort of start that relationship over the phone or over email with those assistants, because the odds of getting to that agent or manager without any kind of referral is slim to none. Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you don't have a referral, we've had some questions about things like the blacklist, Coverfly, Inktip. Do you guys ever look at those things, as well as screenplay competition winners? And do you look at?
Yeah, sure. I mean, some people, for me, I always look at the blacklist. I always look at the blood list. I sometimes look at Inktip. And if a friend in the business forwards me something and it's like, oh, they were a finalist at Script Pipeline or whatever, I think that's cool, right? And there's some executives that look at those, that's like a Bible to them. They'll look at that a lot, more than others. Some people don't pay attention at all. So the short answer is sure. Certainly there are executives that look at that. I mean, it's like any way you can to show that you have some sort of accolades or anything that gives you credibility, it certainly is important.